go this way.
Honestly, I regret getting into that entanglement because it has caused nothing but embarrassment.
The desperation you're saying you don't have. It's there, my dear.
This one talk shit.
I'll wait for Tolani Baj to sit down. I'll wait for the baddest
And Ebuka.
Afi baddest bitch in the block. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Okewumi and you are on to the Women's Talk Show. This is day 3, episode 3 of the Bbnaija reunion lockdown season 5, live on the Women's Talk Show. And today's reunion was centered around 3 people, basically, okay, 4 people rather: Tolani Baj, Prince, Wathoni, and V. So, you know, I told you each episode they have like their targets, like who they are targeting that day, and the people involved will be present. So now, before I get into today's video, a lot of you have been like, I always see in the comment section, why don't you post the full clips? Why are you not posting the full video? Anyways, we cannot post the full video on YouTube. You can't watch the full video of the reunion on YouTube from my channel because it will get copyrighted. That's why we try our possible best to play half of the clip and explain to you how it went down. So if you're watching my videos for the first time, please do ensure to subscribe, like, share, and also leave a comment in the comment section below. Let's just dive into what we have for today.
First time to establish something, and for me, getting in there was just to have fun. It was just me saying things as an
the point of saying you like him to people. What was the point of it?
Just for entertainment, maybe.
Wahala for who no fi observe. I mean. So apparently, today's show, I was just really upset because these housemates were just lying. They were just being deceitful. But let's just get into today's video. So basically, Ebuka was asking Wathoni if at any point in the house she had feelings for Prince, or she liked Prince in that way or in that manner. And then Wathoni went about on and started narrating, giving unnecessary explanations to the obvious fact that at some point in the house she once liked Prince. It's simple for you to admit. Nobody will beat you. What's the pride in there to like someone at some point and he did not like you back or something? So Wathoni was just saying that she did not like Prince, so that she was just catching cruise, that there was nobody she liked like that, that she did not like Prince in that way. In which way? To be honest, if Prince had like thrown advances to her or paid attention to her and wanted to take a step further with Wathoni, there is no way, no how Wathoni would have said no. So what are we saying? It's because Tolani Baj got involved, and so maybe she felt like, oh, like Dorothy said, that she was threatened by the presence of other girls. That's why she was saying, let me just back down. Let me move to another person that has no problem in their hands. So Wathoni was just going about saying, and she was observing, she wasn't in the, she didn't like Prince in that way. And that if she liked Prince, she wouldn't have been telling Tolani Baj to take Prince. That she was just catching cruise. She was just here to entertain herself. Mind you, she did not just only tell Tolani Baj about her feelings for Prince in the house. She told she told people, she told different housemates how she feels about Prince. So Ebuka asked her, so if you know you don't like him, if you know it was all cruise like you're saying, why did you go about telling people that you actually like Prince? And she was like, it's for entertainment. See, these responses are lame. Very, very lame. I'm just really upset. Because how will you say you don't like somebody and then you were acting like you liked the person? It's not even acting. She actually liked him. But she just tried to repress whatever feelings because she saw other girls were after him and she did not want to be like a second option, or like she doesn't just want any form of drama, and she backed down. But at some point in the house, Wathoni liked Prince, period. And obviously, when Ebuka asked the other housemates if they agreed with Wathoni, if they also felt that Wathoni liked Prince, all of them said yes. Chukiti that was closest to Wathoni said yes. At some point, Wathoni actually had feelings for Prince. That yes, at least at some point, though, she mentioned it to him that she had feelings for Prince. And when he asked Dorothy too, Dorothy said she felt the same way and all of that. What I'm really upset about is the fact that while Wathoni was speaking, Dorothy was making side comments. And you guys remember how Dorothy was shouting at Wathoni last week, all because Wathoni was making side comments while she was speaking to Ebuka. Dorothy did the same thing to Wathoni today and multiple housemates while they were speaking. She was making side comments, and it's something she would not take. So I don't appreciate her doing it to other housemates.
She said, "Oh, she wanted me to spend more time with her." I tried to spend more time with her. I tried to be nicer. I tried to tell her nicer stuff. You know, I tried to have conversations with her, but it was almost as if it was draining me. No matter how much I tried, it was as if nothing I ever did pleased her.
Moving on, so Ebuka went to Prince, although he asked Prince this question first, but I decided to talk about Wathoni before going to Prince. So apparently Ebuka was asking Prince about the whole triangle thing between Wathoni, Tolani Baj, Nengi, how it happened, why he left Tolani, and the likes of that. So according to Prince, he narrated his ordeal, how yes, he was feeling Nengi, but Nengi wasn't really serious about him. And so Wathoni came into the picture, and initially he had feelings for Wathoni. Initially, not like he had feelings. Yes, he appreciated that she was beautiful and he wanted something with her. He okay, I'm feeling this babe now. Okay, she's really good, she's hot, she's fine, and all of that. But conversations came in and all of that, and he just brushed her off. It was okay, we can just remain friends and that kind of thing. Before then, he said that when talking about the triangle, Wathoni is very insignificant. That means person of time, that kind of thing. Anyways, so he said that's how Wathoni's chapter ended. He didn't initiate anything because he stopped feeling her at some point. But when it came to Tolani Baj, he started developing feelings for her after they had one proper conversation after the party in the garden. He was okay, this babe, I'm vibing, I like her, he likes her vibe and all of that, and they were all getting cool. But at some point they fell out because they were not on the same page. Tolani wanted him to do some things that he wasn't comfortable doing. He gave examples cutting ties off with people that he knows liked him or he has been involved with at some point in the house, like Nengi and Wathoni. Tolani Baj, we have clips. She always says things okay, although she didn't say stop talking to them at all, she's just always stop playing with them excessively, that people would think that, oh, you're having something to do with them or wanting sham. And Prince was you can't expect me because I'm dating you or I'm feeling you or we're talking. I should stop talking to other people because you're not comfortable with me around them. And so he was because of this consistent misunderstanding between both of them, they fell out. And then he now added, when she was leaving the house, to top it all, he found out that while they were trying to work things out between themselves, she was liking her best friend or her friend's man, and that was what got him upset the most.
Honestly, I regret getting into that entanglement because it has caused nothing but embarrassment. Portray me as being desperate. As you see me like this, I'm a guy. I ended up Tolani Baj being desperate to get it. I feel like he never really had interest in me. Nengi rejected him.
Okay.
How can one person reject you and you're ready to move on?
It was obvious that Prince liked Nengi, and also that the situation was very messy and she should get herself out of it.
I'm going to be very honest with you guys, my viewers. I'm going to be really, really honest. I used to stand Tolani Baj. I'm a huge fan. I love this girl so much. But you see, this night, everything Tolani spat out from her mouth was trash. I could not even take it. I was so upset. It got to a point where I didn't want to watch it again because I was irritated at her responses. She was just saying, she was going off point. She was saying nonsense. She wasn't making any sense. I was really, in my mind, I was gosh, I'm never standing anybody again. Because in the end, I always get heartbroken. What is this? Simple question. Okay, fine. At some point, she made some sense while she was talking about it. But at some point, she was just going off point. She was just saying nonsense. She was just trying to build her confidence. I don't know who is bringing her down, but she was just trying to assure herself. Well, that's fine. But she was overdoing it. A lot of times, she was overdoing it and irritating me. So Ebuka asked her, okay, Prince has said his own side of the story. And according to her, she felt okay, yes, Prince never liked her. And what made her feel that way was because when she came out of the house, she watched some clips. And when you watch some clips, the way Prince will react when she's around or when he sees her, she realized that Prince never even liked her in the beginning. and she regrets that she even ever had something to do with Prince. That if she had not had something to do with Prince, all this embarrassment that she's getting from people, that she's desperate. After everything that happened in the house, people were like, Tolani Baj is desperate and because she's looking for man, she's disturbing Prince, you should leave Prince alone, that Prince is obviously not interested. But Prince is standing his ground that he was once interested, but Tolani Baj doesn't buy that idea that he was ever interested in her, because she felt like she was his second option. And she told him times without number in the house, she kept on asking him that, hope you're not with me because Nengi left you. I hate being a second option. I don't want to be a second option. This is me. I want to be your first option. I want to be the only one. I don't want you to be with me because one person rejected you and you just want to pass out time. But then in the end, that's what Prince did to her. Obviously, yes, I know that Prince was wrong to some certain extent, because yes, we know that Prince never liked Tolani Baj in that way. He was just trying to fill in the vacuum that he already lost. I don't know if you guys dig what I'm saying. Yes, from what we could see, he didn't really like her. He wasn't into her, and he kept on leading her on. And she wasn't sure. She wanted to be sure. At the same time, even if she knew that he didn't like her, she still continued pursuing, because at the end of the day, he was the only one in the house that seemed interested in her at the point. So Ebuka asked V that, does she feel like, because Tolani Baj kept on mentioning that Prince gaslighted her and all of that. So Ebuka asked V that, does she feel that she was gaslighted by Prince? And V said no, because according to V, Tolani Baj came to meet her for advice regarding this situation, and she told her, you don't get it. People want to hear, people know that this is the situation, but they want people to say it so that they will feel convinced. She knows that Prince doesn't really like her like that. She still went to ask people, and when she asked, Vivi told her that the situation he's coming out of, he likes Nengi. It's very obvious, and maybe Nengi is not reciprocating. That's why he's coming to you. Get yourself out of this mess. He's not really into you like that. But after talking to her about it, and she saw that Tolani Baj was pressing on and moving, she didn't say anything again. And I agree with V on this one, because I remember her going to ask different people for advice. She talked to Wathoni, she talked to Brighto, she talked to Erica, she talked to a lot of people about Prince matter, and most of them were giving her similar responses. But because she was clean on, she wanted someone that would say what she wants to hear, like, oh, pursue Prince. But she wasn't getting that. So I feel like at this point, she wasn't gaslighted. She knew. People told her that's very obvious this guy is not really into you like that in the house, so just back down. But because she didn't want to naturally back out, she didn't back out. So that's some period.
Honey mentioned something. She's not desperate. She didn't like Neon. She didn't do this. Firstly, it's painful. It's painful because, what do you gain? I have bad mouth, and I was annoyed. I yabbed Tolani anyhow when she left, because it came from a place of hurt. And lie to lie, Tolani, your friends will be watching your TV. They'll be still saying, oh, if Neo comes out and he still wants to. So it's the desperation you're saying we don't have. It's there, my dear.
What upset you so much to get to the point where you felt it was okay? To want your friend's man.
I wanted Neo. What I wanted to do was to make Prince jealous, one. And the reason why I'm mad at this girl right here is because of some words that she used a day after I got evicted. Some words that should never be in the same sentence with Tolani Baj.
So guys, this is like the main energy. This is the main cocoa of today's episode of this Big Brother Bbnaija reunion. Now, I'm going to take my time because I'm really upset. I don't understand. If there's one thing V did in today's reunion that I'm really impressed with, is admitting to something. Admitting. If only Tolani Baj had admitted that what she did was wrong and she's sorry, guy, we will not be at this point. We would have moved past this. We wouldn't have all this drama. But you see, the point is, nobody wants to admit that they've done wrong. They want to come here and fight for right. They want to claim right. They want to claim. Do you understand? And that's why we're having these problems in this reunion. So apparently, Ebuka asked V, it's time for V to talk, because there's no day V will not talk about what happened. And so V said, obviously, when she was hearing it around in the house, she didn't believe it. Till Ebuka called her out when she was evicted. And she was like, wow, so this thing is really true. And normally, you hear that type of thing you and the person that is involved in it, you don't get to like get an explanation from them, because that was the day Tolani Baj was evicted, so there's no way they could have had any conversation. Obviously she will be upset, she will say some things that she didn't actually mean, and she admitted it here that yes, when Tolani Baj left the house, she said something, she insulted her because she was really upset. Like, why would you do such a thing? Why would you go after someone you know that I have eyes on, and you call yourself my friend? What is your excuse? What could I have possibly done? How bad could it have gone for you to do that type of thing? And she was like, she wasn't even really upset after that. Oh. The fact that Tolani Baj still got outside the house, and when Ebuka asked her that, oh, you, after the house, if Neo wants to pursue you, will you still allow him? Like, are you going to like carry on? She was like, yes. And you come here, Tolani Baj had the guts to be at this reunion and stand up and say she's the baddest whatever. She's not. She's just desperate, to be honest, because from her responses, seeing that she's not even sorry for what she did, I feel like she's desperate. Because I felt like her coming to this reunion would be to clear the misconceptions that she's desperate and to like explain herself in a reasonable manner, but she came here and made matters worse. Like she made it even obvious that she was desperate. Because now, as V was trying to explain herself, Tolani Baj stood up and was saying that V should not talk to her in that manner. What manner? What manner is V talking to you in that you're really upset about it? The fact that she's saying the truth, or the fact that you don't want to hear what she has to say? Which one of it? And she stood up and threw a pillow at V. That's the most upsetting part of tonight's reunion. I'm like, why violence? Like, someone's trying to have a clear conversation with you. If you are right, if you know what you're saying, if you're making sense, you don't have to be really worked up the way you are. But you know you're not making sense. You know you're just saying rubbish. Both of them really exchange words to the extent that V called her everyone's girl, and then Tolani Baj reciprocated and say, oh, you are doing this, you are doing that. There's some words and languages I'm not allowed to use on the channel, but they really said so many dirty things to each other. But for me, I think V won tonight's battle because she was just giving Tolani Baj back to back, but Tolani Baj made no sense, had no point. And then when Ebuka asked her what exactly could have happened between you and V to upset you to like want to go after Neo, pursue Neo, and she came up with the lamest excuse ever. It would be better if Tolani Baj had just said, oh guys, so what happened was just out of whatever, I didn't really mean anything, it's not like I wanted to pursue Neo. V, I'm sorry, that was a misconception, that was a misunderstanding, blah blah blah. Okpari. But you see, this one, she was still forming stupid right, saying she wanted to make Prince jealous. How do you want to like somebody nobody even knows? You were saying it in secret. So how is your secret supposed to make Prince jealous? I don't understand. And so you're making someone you like or someone you have feelings for jealous at the expense of your friend's happiness. Does that even make any sense? Like, are you even thinking of your response? Do you even sit down to like think of what you're even spitting out? I feel like she didn't rehearse for this reunion well at all. She didn't expect that it would go this way. I feel like that's the problem, because her coming here shouting she's going to beat V, if she sees V on the road, if they went up in the hotel, she will beat V. V should shut up, V should not talk. I'm like, who are you? You have degree, so I don't understand. Like, just fuck. I don't want to even, I'm just upset. Just own up to your mistakes. That's the problem with these people. They're coming here to lie. They're coming here to say one thing. We've seen this thing. You did it. You can't come here and be lying that you did not do. There are clips. So the best thing for you to come to the reunion is to admit your mistakes. Oh, I did this, I'm sorry. Oh, I did this, this was why. This is the reason why I did this that way. Period. Nobody will kill you. We'll forget it. But you coming here to defend your stupidity, you coming here to defend your senselessness, doesn't make any sense. This night, Tolani Baj, she made it like she overdid it, or you guys, I don't want to taboo, but she did it too much. She was too extra, she was too violent. I don't know, she just ruined everything that she just made everything pointless. And then when they asked her, she was like, after all, she wasn't the one that initiated the feelings, that it was Neo. So because Neo said, I'm feeling you, and do you like PDA, or what do you think about PDA? Does it mean that Neo wants to leave V for you? Is that enough reason for you to say you want to pursue after Neo? Is there enough reason for Neo to even say I'm in love with you? Like, somebody did not come face clear with you and tell you I'm in love with you. You only told your friend that I'm feeling this babe, but she looks hot tonight, and you're already having feelings in your head that he likes you. For where to where? Like, I feel like she's the one. She has the confidence issue. She has the, I don't know. And I feel like the only reason why she's worked up tonight, the only reason why she's so upset tonight, is because she knows that V is saying the truth, and she was wrong, and she just doesn't want to admit to the fact that she was wrong, because every single point and statement she made was senseless and baseless. Anyways, please, nobody should stress Kid Wire for that, because this guy is already looking like, what these people are saying, I can't even remember when it happened. I don't understand. I'm lost. Anyways, guys, I don't want to like talk too much, so that people will not come for me and say I'm talking too much. I've played some clips and I've narrated everything. I want to know what you think about this Tolani Baj and V situation. What do you think? Do you think V is right? Whose side are you on, and why are you on their side? I want to know in the comment section below. That's all we can take tonight on the Bbnaija reunion review. My name is Okewumi. Please, if you've watched this video to the end, do ensure to subscribe, like, share, and also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.